Hello everyone, I'm Zaid Bukhars from the Fraunhofer Institute for Applied Information Technology. I'm going to talk about the evaluation of fairness in scholarly data, or more precisely, the fairness of scholarly digital objects. But first, what do we mean by a scholarly digital object? It is a conceptual model that consists of an article, I mean here the content, which is supposed to be associated with a PID, a persistent identifier such as DOI, and a license to be reused for further research. The PID and the license are provided by the publisher. In addition to the article, the scholarly object is also or consists also of a list of authors, each of which is associated with a PID, such as ORCID, to be easily identified and distinguished among other authors having the same name. And there are also other metadata, such as the publisher and the publication date, and so on. For some disciplines such as data science, machine learning, also medicine, there are also data sets which are associated to the scholarly object, either data sets which are introduced in the article itself or existing data sets that are used in the study described in the article. These data sets have also other elements or consists of other elements such as PID, a license, publisher, or creator, and so on. We have also codes and software for disciplines such as data science and machine learning. And these software and codes are stored in repositories which have license to be reused and links to be accessible. Links, I mean here PIDs. And we have also results which are included in the article but are not explicitly provided or independently provided with the article. So now how to verify a scholarly digital object. First, we need to know what FAIR stands for. It stands for findability, accessibility, interoperability, and reusability. If you want to learn more about these principles, we made in the FAIR Plus project a FAIR cookbook, which contains open recipes to make and keep data resources fair. So when a scholarly digital object is fair is when the authors provide the necessary metadata, such as the author PID, the dataset license, and so on. Of course, when the dataset is presented or described in the paper or in the article. And also when the publisher provides the necessary metadata, such as the article PID, the publication date, the license, and so on. In the FAIR Data Spaces projects, we developed a FAIR evaluation service which can be integrated in the International Data Space Connector. This evaluation service checks if the data resource has a valid license, has the necessary metadata, such as the publisher, author, publication date, and whether it is accessible via a valid persistent identifier and many other checks. The service provides a FAIR score or fairness score in the range between 0 and 1. However, these metadata are provided by the data provider. In order to evaluate the fairness of scholarly digital object, we need to assess whether the article is accessible via a PID, whether it is associated with a valid license, and many other assessments depending on the nature of the article and the discipline. Due to many reasons, such the inattention or lack of knowledge of resource providers, they might not provide all the necessary metadata to assess the fairness of their scholarly digital objects. Therefore, it's important to come up with an agile, fair evaluation service. And for this, we need to extract the results directly from the article, the dataset, and try to find the datasets in the web and their PIDs, their licenses, and so on. We will have an intensive discussion about fair digital objects at the first conference on fair digital objects, which will take place in Leiden in the Netherlands between 26 and 28 of October 2022. That was all, and thank you for your attention.